What's up, everybody? How you doing? Lord PeteyTV here. Just want to talk to you all generally about something that I think is important to talk about, but at the same time, I think it is very interesting to talk about, which is Season of Discovery. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is make sure you hit that subscribe button here so you can hear and see all these new news we're going to be bringing to you. Lots of WoW stuff, lots of new games, things like that. Lots of first looks and first impressions that we're getting. So make sure you check us out here. Gaming Fire, we're going to be ending up starting to bring that back together very, very shortly, and we're going to end up having a bunch of cool new videos there. So, Season of Discovery, what I wanted to talk to you about, because I've been playing it on and off in essentially secret from everybody else, to kind of keep myself having some personal time. And it's funny because I think of personal time and I still play WoW, which is kind of hilarious. But the thing I wanted to talk to you mostly about is the fact that Season of Discovery, for me, I never played, classic or vanilla WoW because I've been playing since 2003. And you're probably asking yourself, how are you playing since 2003? I actually got into alpha and beta back then. So I've been playing WoW for a very long time, mostly on, sometimes off, other than those small little bits and pieces. But I started playing Season of Discovery because I have a friend who kind of contacted me, which I know from WoW back then, and saying, hey, we're looking for, another player in our raid team. Do you think you can come and play and come back? And they asked me when Classic came in, and I said, no, I lived Classic once. I went through it all. Not in the mood to do it again. I was, ranked really high as a rogue back then in PvE. So they wanted me to come back and play, as a PvE rogue again. And I said, no. Season of Discovery, the same group of people said, hey, do you want to come back? Do you want to play? It's been a while. Would you like to play as a rogue? Now, I was really hesitant to do it, and I really wasn't sure if I wanted to or not. But in the end, I started playing it as kind of like a leisurely thing, and I've been leveling and playing on my own. I'm about a level 15 right now, and the reason why I started now is because with season 2 started, they added more things into that game. Now, the thing that really made me want to play it is the fact that you have only a shortened level cap, which makes your grind experience not as painful. Now, I'm saying that because I remember grinding back then, and I remember like getting level 40, running through, I think it was, oh man, I don't even remember the area. I don't even remember the area when I was running through it. But I will say that it really was an enlightening experience, an enjoyable experience for me getting like level 40 and feeling those experiences. The XP gain was horrible. And I'm hoping and I want to compare the experience I had from 25 to 40 to the experience I had originally, and that being the fact of, that grind experience. I don't know if they made any more, finer changes for the leveling system, but I will say that the rune system that I've started to experience is actually a lot more enjoyable, and it actually makes the feeling of the game a little more fun, a little bit different, and I really liked that portion of it. Now, I also have been playing a shaman on the horde side because I love the shaman class. But back then, they had a lot more limitations to what they have now because of the rune system. So, both sides of the fence, I feel that they really did improve and change and revolutionize that experience. Now, first of all, full disclosure, my son is sitting right here on the floor next to me on his iPad, so you know. But the other thing I was going to say was, they really feel like they revolutionized the content that they already had. Now, what this means for the games, what this means for Warcraft, I should say, and what this means for, the development team, in my personal experience so far, is that they've been able to reuse content, which saves them time. They've been able to bring a different type of player base back to the game that are enjoying the game. So you also have that. You also have these feelings and experiences that people don't feel anymore in retail WoW. I mean, there's something about me going, oh, I just got this recipe, I just got this drop, or I gotta put it on the auction house. Or, oh, I got this, I got this piece of leather that I'm not gonna need, I'm gonna put that on the auction house. And it forces people to change their mind process. And one thing that many people might not remember, or something that ended up happening very often in the early WoW days, is twinks. And those characters were characters of a lower level that were super overgeared and overpowered. So what you'd end up having is like a level, what was it? Level 10 or level 20 character, fully geared with the best gear that you can get at level 20. And you'd like put your gear on it. You put like mongoose on both your weapons, or you'd put these high level enchants on your weapons, and you figure out ways in engineering how to like make bombs and things that would make your game play so much better. And it feels like that is like a portion of the change with Season of Discovery. And I think that they really hit something with it, because I can see that a lot of the original player base from back then that I know actually came back and started playing Season of Discovery because they wanted those feels. And there's some things in Season of Discovery that were taken away from us that I feel that people are wanting to come back to. And the prime example of that is the Warlock being able to get demon form and being able to use that, ability. And I think that that is a really, really cool ability to use, and really, really good to use for, your player base. Now, the other thing that I think that they bring into this game, which allows the changes and the higher end gameplay, is the fact that they've ended up adding different class roles to each of the classes. For instance, rogues have the ability to be a DPS and a tank. Warlocks can DPS, be a tank. Shamans, they can heal, they can tank, they can DPS now. So you have all these classes that can now intertwine a little bit better and a little bit differently, which I like. I'm unsure. I don't think so, but like hunters, like I would love to see a tanking hunter class, because a tanking hunter class would make me feel more like Rexar was, and that is a class, and that is something that I would want to do. I know that your pets can get some type of a tank, like they can tank somewhat, but it's not really a full tanking ability. So I think that there's a lot of changes that they added and a lot of things that they're adding in, and I don't know if it's stuff that they wanted to do back in the original vanilla, but I really think they're hitting it out of the park. I'm going to be playing more Season of Discovery in my off time. I might actually start trying to play it a little on stream afterwards as my quote unquote cooldown period, because I end up playing a little bit after I'm done, doing carry keys and things like that. But overall, I think it's, it's pretty cool. So, as always, everyone, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check us out every single Monday through Friday. We're on twitch.tv almost every single night. We end up doing carry keys. We end up just running keys in general with people. We end up having a community raid on Friday night. Like I said, we do, season and discovery. We're going to end up trying to do that more and more. So anyway, I greatly appreciate everybody for hanging out. Dream big, keep gaming. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And I'll see everybody soon. Thank you. Bye, everybody.